Pablo.
Aye, not so bad.
How's your week been? How's life?
It's alright. Had very little on, to be honest.
Have you have you found that you've kind of got back and into a routine now?
Pretty much, yeah. I'd say so. It's just like weekdays. I've nothing on. Like the only difference in my week is what day Beck has off. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's only been like a month since you've been going back to work on.
Oh no, it's been like 3 months now. It was start of January that I went back. Like middle of January, I think it was like the 10th or something.
I don't know why, but I just automatically thought that like 3 months ago was November.
No,
my time frames are just all screwy now.
Well, 3 months ago technically was December, but yeah, it's been 2 and a bit months. It's been a fair while. It's been a sixth of the year.
It has. Good maths.
Yeah, quick maths there.
Quick maths.
Good maths.
2 + 2 is 4.
Yeah. Hey. How's your week been?
Yeah, not too bad. I had Monday, Tuesday off.
Oh, very nice.
Did absolutely nothing.
So you didn't tidy your room? No.
I mostly laid in bed or watched TV.
I'm really not, because we called each other to have a cheeky little phone call while we both tidied up, which helped.
Yeah.
That was good. I fixed the couch when we did that. But I've lost my earphones, and my phone has no headphone jack, so it's like the USB-C headphones that came with it.
Okay.
That I've lost them, and I refuse to call people if I don't have them, because my arms get really tired holding up a phone to my face.
Yeah.
Like, especially when you've got like more than one layer on, like you've got the pressure of like the clothes like wedging in.
What are your big headphones?
Big headphones. There is a microphone attached to them on the DAC that I plug them into, but the microphone's not that great. Also, it's a really long cable. It's like a 4 or 5 foot cable with that set of headphones.
Just wrap it around your neck.
Just kill myself. Yeah.
Don't kill yourself. Just wrap it around your neck.
Sure.
Tie yourself up with it. Why not? Get creative.
Yeah, all right. But the microphone on that isn't that great.
Yeah.
Like it's fine, but it's I've been told that the ones on my regular earphones are pretty good, because there was once I rang my dad on the walk home from Aldi once or something. I'd nipped to go shopping, and I rang him, and I bumped into Gillian from my old job, and I had a chat with her. And then my dad's like, "What you doing? You're not supposed to have people around." I was like, "Dad, what you on about?" And he's like, "Well, you've just been chatting with someone. I thought you're not supposed to have people around." I was like, "Dad, I'm in the middle of the street." And he's like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm in the middle of the road talking to someone I used to work with." And he's like, "Oh, I thought you were at home." I was like, "No, I'm walking home." He's like, "Oh, I can't hear traffic or anything." Could be my headphones good. Could be my dad's deaf. I don't know.
I'm going to go with you a little bit of both.
Probably a little bit of both.
Yeah.
But yeah, the microphone on my thingy ain't great. And I cannot be arsed holding up a phone to my face.
I don't know if it's the same with your iPhone, but I know with the iPhones they've got like a like a little hole in the back, I think, somewhere near the camera with a mic in. And obviously they've got the mic at the bottom of the phone. And the whole purpose of that is that it kind of uses both mics and can kind of figure out through that what your voice is and what background noise is.
Yeah, it's pretty smart. Like if you have an RTX graphics card, there is a piece of software called RTX Voice, so that if you're doing streaming or anything that uses a microphone on your PC, you can have it where your voice comes through the microphone, then goes through this software that uses your graphics card and removes all the background noise. It's amazing. It's super fantastic. I don't have an RTX graphics card, but I downloaded it anyway, because all you have to do to make it work is go into a text file and literally remove like the third line that restricts people from using it if they don't have a RTX graphics card. And it works. Like, it uses more of a percentage of your graphics card, like just in like background running, but it still works perfectly fine.
Yeah.
It's great. It's just we can't use it because we're using 2 microphones and it ends up fuzzy or really quiet or weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's who comes up with this stuff? Who figures that out? Who's the guy that figures that out?
Well, noise suppression's been a thing for a while. Like, even on Discord, noise suppression is there. It's not fantastic, but it's pretty alright.
Yeah. I know it's a thing on Zoom.
It is, yeah. Like, generally, noise suppression has honestly come a long, long way. It's just... It can be absolutely fantastic. But the standard stuff you get on like phones and stuff, it works, but it's nothing spectacular.
Yeah. Did you watch the Winter Soldier thing on Disney that was out yesterday?
Yes.
I quite enjoyed it. I know that you're not interested in either character.
Watching it again, I'm actually kind of interested in Winter Soldier. Like him, there's something there that I'm vaguely interested in. I don't care about Falcon. I don't care.
Yeah. Fair enough. I think it's interesting kind of seeing the background. Because they kind of confirmed on there that, like, yeah, we don't get paid for being superheroes. We just kind of do it. Well, there's been kind of, like, theories and stuff that, like, Tony Stark paid them all and stuff.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
But apparently not.
No. Yeah, it's I'm sure it'll go somewhere. It's just I don't care about Falcon. He's just I could not tell you what film he came in on.
I don't think I could.
No. Like it was either because it wasn't Avengers. He wasn't there. I don't think it was Age of Ultron.
An Iron Man film, I think.
I don't think so. No, I think it would have been a Captain America one.
It was Captain America.
Civil War?
I think it was his second one.
Winter Soldier.
Yeah, I think it was the second one because it was the opening scene where he kept lapping him. You're like, on your left.
Didn't realise that was him.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, fair enough, yeah.
Because there was a whole thing about it, because they were obviously on some sort of like route or something, carry on running round. And Captain America kept saying, on your left, on your left, on your left. And then they made a thing about it because at the end of Endgame, when they all come back, he's the first one that you hear. He says, Captain America, on your left.
Yeah.
So that was kind of like the inside joke on that one.
Yeah.
Which was fine.
What did you think? Because I think we briefly talked about it, but like WandaVision as a whole, what do you think?
I don't know. I still don't understand the whole White Vision thing. I don't get that.
You missed a scene.
Yeah.
You missed a scene in which, like, so Wanda didn't steal all of Vision's parts and reform him. She created an entirely brand new one.
I saw that was in the main bit.
Yeah, so essentially Vision without the Mind Stone is just a pale white robot body.
Oh, okay.
Introduce the Mind Stone, it colours him in. That's essentially what that is. It's just Mind Stone, alright, he's coloured himself in because fun times or whatever.
Yeah.
So the White Vision is they've put him all back together. They managed to get, like, I think it was like the drone or something back out of the Hex, and they used like energy from that to like restart him. So it was enough to kickstart him up again, but not enough to like give him all back his memories because they'd hid him in a way somewhere.
Did they? Because it was obviously a big thing in like Infinity War that when they took him to Wakanda, it was a big thing of why have you kind of created his internals this way, his synapse this way, why not do it that way? Do you think they've changed that, or?
I don't remember, honestly. Probably not.
No. So is that it now? Is he just constantly like? Because from kind of what I gathered, literally all his like power, well, not necessarily just his power, but all his energy and everything came from Mind Stone.
Not everything. Like he's powered maybe by arc reactor or whatever.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that was in there, but Mind Stone. It's basically the CPU in a PC. That's the way I always thought of it.
Yeah,
It's like that's the core thinking and processing of all input output.
yeah.
That's what that's doing. There's other bits that do other shit, but like that's the main. Hey, that's the.
And then just the programming was a mixture of Ultron, Jarvis, and
Yeah.
something else, wasn't it? Bit of him.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. It's just I don't know where Winter Soldier Falcon is going to go, and currently I don't care. But WandaVision was really slow to get going. Like I had a friend who was like, "Oh, is it worth watching?" I was like, "Yeah, and you'll like it more because you're going to watch it back to back. Watching it week to week was kind of slow
And painful.
Yeah, like the first couple of episodes, you got nothing. It was all just a parody of shows of the era."
Yeah.
And then it got into stuff, and when it got into stuff, it was really interesting. But
I think my dad started watching it. That's just fucking hilarious to me. You're like, yeah, I watched the first episode and it were like all about like the 1950s and stuff, and I didn't get it, and it were just weird, so I didn't watch it. I'm like, you won't get it, Dad. It's you need to go back to the beginning. There's fucking hundreds of hours of stuff that you need to kind of watch, and it explains it all in the films, but you need to kind of watch the film. He's like, oh, I don't mind. I watch. I think he like Birds on a Feather and stuff. I'm like, well, that's nothing to do with it. Completely different thing. He's like, I don't mind superhero films, but I don't know. I'm like, yeah, you kind of need to watch them all in order.
yeah, like not even necessarily in order, but to some extent, like
Yeah.
Like honestly, I think you can drop in at Ultron and go from there, and you can pretty much be fine.
Yeah.
Because what was it? Ultron, you can kind of skip all the individual films. Then you can go straight to. Probably you can just get away with watching the Avengers films.
Yeah,
like
probably.
Avengers, then Age of Ultron, then Infinity War and thingy. You can probably get away with that. Maybe chuck Doctor Strange and Guardians of the Galaxy in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you can probably get away with just that. Like, watch all of them because they're all. If you watch them in order, they're good. If you go back to watch the older ones, the characters are quite two-dimensional compared, but it's fine.
Yeah. Fair enough. But yeah, I don't really know what to make of WandaVision. It was okay. It's still
By the end, I really liked it, but the first half of the season, it's slow. It could have been done a lot quicker. It didn't need to be as long as it was.
Yeah. It still annoys me that they're releasing one a week.
It's to avoid spoilers to some extent. It's to stretch it out. It's to consistently give you content until there's something else for them to release.
I don't think it is to stop spoilers. I don't think they care about spoilers. They don't care.
No, I think they do. Because if there's such a person who has kids and only has like 1 day a week to watch stuff, if you're waiting 3 days to watch it, you kind of find you can get away with it. Like, if you're watching it on a Monday when it comes out on a Friday, you're going to be fine. But then, if you've not been able to catch a couple of weeks, or say it all came out at once, and you can only watch, like, an episode a night or something before you've got stuff to do, and you've watched 2 episodes and you're like, oh yeah, I'm quite liking this show, and then you get, like, a massive spoiler for, like, near the end, and you can go, oh, I'm not going to watch it anymore. And actually, that was the only thing I was using Disney Plus for, so I'm just going to cancel the subscription.
But how easy is it to get spoilers? Like,
it depends. Like,
I don't think I've ever gone, oh shit, I wish I hadn't looked at that or seen that or watched that. Read that.
I've had a few. I've had quite a few. Like, I browse Reddit fairly regularly, And Reddit's really good for if you are posting something about a TV show that like come out recently, or even not recently, you can flag it as a spoiler, and if there's an image, the image will be blurred.
Yeah.
And if there's text, the text won't appear until you click on it.
Okay.
So like Reddit's pretty good with it, but Facebook, if you just like the wrong Facebook page and they post something about it, like that can like ruin something really quick. It's the whole reason that I do like to see films at like midnight releases. If it's a film I care about, I want to see it at midnight because I don't want to risk the spoilers.
I suppose, yeah.
Yeah, like the past, all the Star Wars films I saw at midnight, the recent ones, and Infinity War and Endgame, saw those at midnight. If I have the option to, I'll always do it, because if it's a film I actually care about, I don't want the spoilers.
I don't think I've ever come across a spoiler unless I've actively gone and looked for it.
Yeah, it depends as well. It depends like what kind of stuff that you're watching. Like, it also depends what you consider a spoiler. Like Godzilla vs Kong, that would have been out in 6 days, and I would have been seeing that. But there's clips online that personally I don't want to see. Like one of their videos online, like the clips they've released is the first interaction between Kong and Godzilla. And I'm like, I don't want to watch that. I want to watch that on the big screen. That's when I want to see it. I don't want to see it now. So I would consider that a spoiler, even though it's been officially released, and it's like on the like the Godzilla, like all the Facebook pages, all the Reddit pages, and like their YouTube channel. I don't want to see it. I don't care. I want to see it when it comes out.
Yeah, I think I've just watched one of the trailers recently for like the first time, and they were kicking the shit out of each other on a big boat.
Yep. Yeah, that's their first interaction. That's where they first meet. I'm excited for it. I want to see this film.
I imagine that it'll be alright.
Yeah. What you can't go wrong with two big things beating the shit out of each other.
No.
As long as the music good and like the fight choreography is pretty alright, I don't care about anything else. I'm watching a big thing punch another big thing.
And it's got him in from Friday Night Lights, which will mean absolutely fuck all to you, actually.
You're right, it does.
The guy that was in the last one, with the black eye, middle-aged American bloke. I can never remember what he's called.
Probably like. Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah, no, you mean he was the husband of the woman who was shifty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I quite like him. He occasionally just randomly pops up in stuff. I'm like, oh, that's that guy that plays the same role in everything.
Yep.
Like, kind of the hard-ass dad.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I think a lot of actors are kind of like that. Just kind of find a role that
you end up getting typecast. It's like Charles Dance in the past one. He plays authoritative arsehole, but he does it well.
Yeah. Will Smith.
Yeah.
Plays the same character in practically every
Plays hero man.
Plays himself.
Yeah.
Pretty much. But yeah. I think it's going to be a while before cinemas reopen and stuff.
It's not too long. I think it's about a month off. It's probably a little longer than a month. I think it was if it wasn't late April, it was early May. And I think it was Odeon have announced that they are going to be showing Godzilla vs Kong. I'm pretty sure.
I'm surprised that they've like kind of survived. Because for like years now, people have always gone, oh, you know, people aren't going to the cinema like they used to, and cinemas are dying and blah blah blah, and then they've just not opened for like.
Well, to an extent, they've adapted. Like even before that, because I know Odeon was the go-to for a lot of people down by the docks.
Yep.
So the View did itself up.
Yep.
They charge more for tickets, but like all the seats in it are proper full leather recliners.
Yeah.
So they charge more for tickets, and people will go there because it's a more comfy experience and it's nicer, and you are further away from everyone, and it's pretty comfy. So it was like 2 or 3 years ago they did that up.
Yeah.
But they also adapt. Like, everything dies in January, February. First couple of months of the year. Restaurants don't do as well. Pubs don't do as well. Shops don't do as well. Everything dies off because people don't have as much money. They've just spent it all over Christmas.
Yeah.
Like, the whole Christmas period, people spend shitloads and then it dies for the next quarter. So, both Odeon and Thingy and View started charging like £5 for cinema tickets. Unless you were going on like a Friday night or a Saturday night, it was £5 a ticket. So me and Becca saw like 3 or 4 films over the course of like that couple of months.
I think they do a thing now, Odeon, as well. I'm sure I remember them advertising it the last few times that I've been, where I think it's like £20 a month or something like that, and you can just go when you want.
Yep, Becca had one when she was in uni. For like second year, I think, first or second year, she had it's like Odeon Infinity or something.
Yeah.
So you just go to the cinema whenever. And it used to be they would give you they used to give you a monthly special offer as well. So it'd be like, oh, you're gonna get 40% off Ben and Jerry's from the counter. After a while, they just changed it to a flat like 15% off all like snacks and whatever.
I think if it's still like, I think it was like £20 a month. But when they reopen, I'll have a look into it.
Yep.
If it's still like 20 or £30, because there's been that many films that have been delayed, I'm probably just going to get one for at least like the first year or something.
I think it's a contract. Like, you can pay a lump sum and it's cheaper. Works out at like £17 a month. Yeah. If you get the lump sum one, which I'd probably do. But also, I think $17.99 limitless. Also, I think I might be wrong, but I think it also gave you discounts on secondary tickets. So like, you turn up, yours is free. Oh, hey, here's 30% off for whoever's coming with you.
Oh, that's decent.
But need to consider, like, actually cost effectively, how many films am I going to see in a year? Because if you go on Compare the Market and buy travel insurance to Manchester for the day, it's like £2, and you get a year of half off. So if you're going on your own, it's almost like 100% worth getting limitless. If you're going to see more than 10 films a year.
Yeah. Considering there's probably going to be, if everything kind of goes to plan, there's going to be at least 5 or 6 Marvel films that are going to come out.
Yeah.
And then there's King Kong. I'm fairly certain that there'll be a few other films that I want to see.
Basically, actually, it probably works out. If you see 2 films a month, it's fine.
Yeah, because it's about £10 to get in, isn't it?
Yeah, £10, I think. £12 if you're going at peak times, like when the film comes out. It's a little bit more expensive.
They've started doing like the VIP seats as well, haven't they?
Oh yeah, I'll go for them sometimes.
I just never buy them and just go and fucking sit there anyway.
Yeah.
Because I can't remember what film it was. I think it might have been one of the Avengers films that like came out around Christmas. It wasn't Endgame. It was the one or two before that. Or it might have been. No, it was Spider-Man, the first Spider-Man film. Oh, the second one. It was one of the Spider-Man films. I remember it coming out and going, I really want to see that. And but I was supposed to be going to my mum's for something. So I booked half a day at work.
Yes, I remember. Yep.
I went to the fucking cinema. I'm like, fuck this. I'll just say, oh yeah, I'm in wait till 6.
Oh yeah.
And then I'll go. I'm coming after work. I just need to go and grab some stuff.
Yeah.
I literally just walked to the cinema because it's literally
it's down the road.
It's literally like a 15-20 minute walk from my work. Went to watch the film. Went home and got my stuff.
Yep, smart.
But until I moved out, I don't think I ever went to the cinema by myself.
Oh no,
now I absolutely love it. It's brilliant.
It was when I had my motorbike and I still live with my mum. There were a few. I think I've said that there were a few occasions in which I started watching a review for a film, and halfway through the review, they go, "Okay, we're talking about Jurassic World," because Jurassic World had just come out. We're talking about Jurassic World. And they get halfway through like the review just of how they felt about it, the kind of stuff that goes on, how it compares to the other ones. And then halfway through they go, all right, spoiler territory now. The next half of the review is going to be actual nitty-gritty, what happens and what we didn't like and what we did like, blah, 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 blah. So I was like, oh, okay, paused it, checked my phone, I went, fuck it, there's a showing in 15 minutes. I'll go, because it's down the road.
Yeah.
So I just drove down, and like having a form of transport is amazing, because you don't have to take into consideration bus times.
Yeah.
Like if I was still living at my mum's and I wanted to go to the cinema, I'd have to go, okay, there's a showing at 5:30. Alright, the buses are every hour because it's Sunday. Fuck, right. If it's 5:30, I can get a bus at 5, but then it's about half an hour to get into town, and then I'm going to have to walk about 15 minutes. I'm going to miss the previews, and I don't want to miss the previews, so then I've actually got to get a bus at 4. Oh, but if I get in at 4, I'm going to be there like 45 minutes early. Fuck, do I just go into town and then get some snacks and stuff and then walk down? But then I'm walking an extra like 45. It's ridiculous. My mum lives in a village off in the middle of bumblefuck nowhere. It's annoying to get anywhere. If you drive, it is 15 minutes. Less than that.
Like my dad. My dad lives in the bumfuck nowhere. And you're walking around going, this is like the fucking Hills of Eyes up in here. This is fucking awful. Just retired people and people that aren't allowed in mainstream society because they'd scared the fucking children.
Mm-hmm.
He actually, my dad actually calls his neighbour the Hills of Eyes.
Rude.
Because he's ugly as fuck.
Oh, rude.
And looks a bit inbred. So he says. But my dad also lives like right next to a church. And like every Sunday be like that. Here they are, the bloody sinners, the sinners are here. I'm like, Dad, you haven't been to church in 40 years. He's like, yeah, but I don't need to go to church because I'm not a sinner. But these lot, look at them all, they're all going in because they know they're sinners.
Jesus.
Just every week. He was getting something from his boot once, and I've like gone out to help him bring it in. He's like, look at all these bloody sinners. I'm like, Dad, shut up. We can hear you. He's like, they can't bloody hear me. Look at them all. Old as fuck. They all have hearing aids. Can't hear a fucking thing. Smallest church in the world, that. You still have to use a fucking microphone. Oh God. They must love you in this village, Dad. In your atheist ways.
Hey.
I don't think atheism's made it into the smaller villages.
No, not yet. He's the first one. He'll talk someone out of it, I'm sure.
Yeah. Every week, though. Bloody sinners. Right. Get over it, Dad. Sit back down, drink your cup of tea, you stupid old fart.
Do your Lego.
Do your Lego.
Shut up and do your Lego.
Watch your Sky Sports, you miserable git. Every week. Ooh. Where is it that your mum lives?
Much Hool.
Never heard of it.
You know where Penwitham is?
Yeah.
You hit Penwitham, you go a bit further, you get to Longton.
So it's over that way.
You go a bit further, you get to Wommer Bridge.
Yeah.
Next one is Much Hool. After that is Tarleton.
Okay. Oh, fair enough. But yeah, literally in the middle of nowhere. I don't get people who live in villages.
Well, for my mum, it's we used to live in Walton-le-Dale, which is like go into the view and then you go a bit further. You're there.
I know where Walton-le-Dale is.
You went to fucking high school, didn't you? Yeah, we used to live in Walton-le-Dale, right by the woods. It was really nice. But then my sister was born, so we needed a bigger house. But my dad wasn't working at the time, and my mum worked. She was working in Preston, like initially, She worked at a call centre. London Road. It's like the big road heading towards the View. It's like just the straight road.
I don't know. The only ones that I know is NCR, which is at the bus station, Tulkuth Mill, I Place.
NCO, the road that that's on.
Yeah.
If you carry on going straight, you go past Rock FM, the church, and that's London Road. It's just straight down there.
Right. Okay.
There was a call centre on there, like First Shop Direct. She used to work there, but she started working in Aintree.
Okay.
So, Much Hool is about equidistant. Like, if you're going to Southport or Liverpool, it's not too dissimilar driving down.
Right. Okay. So
that's why we moved there. Like, it's not too far from Preston, so for all family and that, and it's like 45 minutes for her to get to work.
Yeah.
So that's why we moved into, like, it's a decent sized village. Like, there's a pub and a corner shop, but it's quite a lot of houses.
Yeah.
So it's not too bad. Also, there's a bypass, so it's easy to get up and down.
Okay.
Like, it's not too far from anything, really.
Yeah. My mum worked over in Manchester for a while, and that was an absolute farce. Because obviously, cause she still lives in Blackburn, but because my stepdad was working in Darwin, it was literally cheaper, quicker, and easier for her to go to Darwin and just catch the train.
Yep.
Into the centre of Manchester.
I worked in Bolton for a little while, and I lived with my mum, so I was having to get a bus to the train station, get into the train station, and then get a train to Bolton every day at rush hour every day.
Yeah.
Oh, it was not a fun time.
Painful.
Yep.
Like, it wouldn't be too bad if you lived in Preston Town Centre and you could just walk to the...
Like, I hate having to get two public transports. It's too much.
Yeah. It's like when I go to my dad's, I can't just get a direct train. No. I have to get a train. I have to either walk into town, get a bus, or a taxi.
Oh, the bus is back on Plungington Road now.
Yeah, that's all. And then
Becca was late for work because nobody said. There were like 5 people stood at the bus stop. It wasn't until they waited like 20 minutes that someone looked at the bus stop and there's a sign on it saying, "Oh, you're not in use anymore."
Jesus. So, yeah. And then obviously I get into Preston Town Centre, then catch a train to Blackburn. I have to get off in Blackburn and catch a completely different train to Langor. And then when I get into Langor, it's like a 15-minute walk to my dad's house. So it's just painful. So like the last time I went, I thought, I'm just getting a taxi. It's like 20 quid.
The thing that's actually like kind of annoying about like the bus being back on Plungington Road is that I still won't get the bus. Because the bus was just like kind of too far. Like, it's walking 5 minutes to get a bus that then takes like all of 5 minutes to get into town.
Yeah.
I just walk into town now. It takes from here to the bus station, to the train station, it's about 25 minutes. So there's never a reason for me to not walk it.
Yeah.
Like, and from here to work, it's half an hour. It's 27 minutes exactly.
Yeah.
So there's no point in me getting a bus. Because it will almost take the same amount of time. Because I don't like walking to the... The only time I'll ever get the bus into town is if I walk out of my house and I'll go, yeah, I can't be arsed. And I'll check my phone. And if the bus is in the next 3 minutes, I'll get the bus. If it's not, I'll walk.
Yeah.
Because I don't like... If I'm getting the bus, I like to be there at least 5 minutes early. Because buses turn up early, they're arseholes, I hate them. But I will get the bus. If it's in like 3 minutes, I'm like, yeah, fuck it, I'll turn up. But if I'm not waiting like less than 10 minutes, I'm not going to get a bus. I might as well have just walked.
Yeah.
Because you've got to take into account all your waiting time and then on bus time, and by that point I'm halfway into town anyway. And it's £2 that I don't need to spend.
Is it £2 now?
Yeah, it might be more.
Fucking hell.
It was £1.60 for a good long while. And then they upped it to... I think that they upped the minimum to £2, but all the other rates stayed pretty much the same.
Bastards.
I know.
Sure, it was about 120 when I moved in.
Oh, probably.
To, like where I am.
Yeah. But yeah, we're not far from town, so like walking into town isn't like.
Yeah.
But the other issue is like me and Becca will go to Aldi or something, and we'll do the shop, and then a taxi here is only like £3. So if there's 2 people going from Aldi to here, it's cheaper to get a taxi than it is to get the bus.
Yeah,
and that's ridiculous. Because realistically, if a bus has 30 people on it, that's 30 people paying for that journey. But no, it's cheaper to get in a taxi.
And there's lots of old people on the bus. All getting it for free.
Yep.
Bastards.
Bastards. They're the reason my bus ticket's so expensive.
Yeah. Fuck them. Fuck them all. Oh. So yeah, we've decided to do it on camping this week. I've done a lot of camping.
Yes. Not recently, I imagine.
Not recently, not in the last 10 years. First 16 years of my life, a lot of camping.
Yeah, a couple of times a year, something.
Like 10, 15 times a year.
Really? That's...
Yeah, we had like... There was like a season where we went like twice a month.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, like every other weekend there was like a rally. And it'd be like a case of like Friday night, you get home, pack everything up.
Yeah.
Pack everything into the car, go get the caravan, and then go to wherever you're going. Get there, get everything unpacked, get everything set up. And then the adults pretty much just got pissed while the kids played.
Yep. Well, because I've been camping a fair bit. Not quite that much. Like, for me, it was like maybe 2 times a year, 3 at a push.
Yeah.
Because I'd go with scouts, and then my mum was a scout leader, so she'd go, and I'd tag along with her if, for whatever reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, there were things called wide games.
Okay.
Which were, alright, everyone's just eaten. We'll let that settle for a bit. Alright, we're going to play a wide game. And, like, one of the scout leaders will have fucking strung up CDs on trees all around this field. And it was guys whoever got the most CDs won.
Yeah.
The entire premise of the game was have kids run around for 45 minutes and get sleepy.
Yeah.
So they can fall asleep.
Like, for example, on, like, Friday, we all the adults would be in different caravans and whatever, just having something to eat, and then we'd all have, like, something to eat, have a barbecue or whatever, and get something to eat, and then the kids would play for a few hours until it got dark, and then usually just piled into someone's caravan and just watched the film or played or whatever.
Are you counting caravanning as camping?
Yeah. Yeah. I've also done a lot of camping as well, like a lot of tenting. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going now.
So you've been caravanning a lot. Okay, right, fine. I'm just in the right headspace now. Right, fine. Carry on.
I didn't always stay in the caravan. So
Did you bring
sometimes
a
like a
tent?
mongrel and slept in a tent.
Right, carry on. Right.
Yeah, it was a caravanning and camping rally.
Yep, alright. It was swinging, and you just weren't involved. Your parents went swinging, and you
Jesus
like
Christ.
ran around for a Mars bar.
For fuck's sake.
Alright, so yeah, Friday night barbecue and watch a film.
Yeah. Saturday, get up obviously, have breakfast, have a shower, get ready, whatever. There'd usually like be a walk in the afternoon.
Yeah.
That'd like inevitably end at a pub.
That's how walks work when you're an adult.
Yeah.
You don't walk for no reason, you walk to a pub.
Yeah, it'd be like the long way round to get to a pub.
Yeah.
And then most pubs kind of have like some sort of play area and pool and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. So that's kind of what we do. And then go back to the camping site after that. when I was very young, they used to have like a massive marquee that could hold like 100 people. So usually we put that up on like the Saturday morning, I think.
Yeah.
And yeah, the adults would be getting drunk in there and doing quizzes and all that sort of stuff.
And kids would just run about.
Kids would be running around. There was always at least 2 or 3 kids that brought a football. I was usually one of them kids.
Yeah. Cool guy.
The cool guy.
Take the ball away when someone upset you.
You can't play, it's my ball.
It's my ball. I don't like you anymore.
Yeah.
You didn't give me your Snickers.
Yeah, and then Sunday we'd usually have like a kind of like a coffee morning type thing. Usually as a kid you'd be forced to go to like the coffee morning. First 5 minutes they'd give out sweets and you'd just sit there just quiet, just eating sweets.
Like a good boy.
Yeah.
Sit there and eat your sweeties.
Yeah, and then that was pretty much it.
Smart.
Nothing overly exciting, just going and they usually have some sort of stuff on for the kids and that. But a lot of it was just, right, you're in a field, go and play with
other children you don't know.
Well, no, because it'd be the same group of people. Because it was like a caravanning thing set up for people that worked at the RAF.
Oh, okay, right.
So it was like kind of a work thing, and if you work there, then you could kind of join the caravanning group type thing.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, so yeah, and then so I kind of grew up with this like group of people that I'd only see like a couple of times a year. It was weird. Weird upbringing that, like, even though most of them don't go caravanning now, if there's like a big party or something, they all get invited.
Fair. Smart.
Yeah. So
We didn't really have anything like that, because whenever we went, we didn't have a caravan, but we'd go caravanning. Like, I remember 2 or 3 occasions I've been caravanning. There was once when I was very young, went to Haven, I think. Yeah. Haven, down south somewhere. I got chicken pox. So that was like a week of the 2-week holiday that we had. I had chicken pox.
Fun.
That wasn't fun. Another time I was much older. Not much older, but like 13 or something, going caravanning.
Yeah.
Went caravanning with my auntie once. My auntie, her boyfriend at the time, his son, me and my 2 cousins went, had quite a nice time. Did quite a lot. That was went to Wales that time, and we did a lot. Like, we went, it was some kind of like giant assault course thing that was all like high up in trees, and you were like bolted on. The last thing was you like jumped and yeah. So we did that one day. We went to Wales to then go to Chester Zoo.
Because, that makes sense.
Yep. Did a few bits. We did quite a lot that holiday.
Yeah.
Did all that. And then there was once with my dad that I think we went caravanning that I don't remember, like, at all.
Yeah.
I remember nothing from any of that. But I'm just not a fan of caravanning. I don't like it. I'm happy to go camping, but for some reason, like, taking a mobile home seems like cheating. Like, I get it. I understand. It's just not for me.
You've obviously never done it quite right.
Going with weird people that I see twice a year. Currently, that would be my entire family. I haven't seen them since. Yeah.
We used to do it as well, where we've got to Abersoch in, like, North Wales for like 2 weeks in the summer holidays. That was always fun. One of, I think it was a couple of times, my mum's friends came out and stayed with us, and they have like a boat.
Ooh.
So we went out fishing.
Nice.
That was good. That was good fun. I mean, it was fun until, I caught something. I'm fucking terrified of fish.
Punch.
I'd catch it. I'd like catch a fish, reel it in, and I'd be like, right, take that off. I don't want to fucking touch it. It's slimy and scaly and horrible. Fucking take the hook out of its mouth and just beat the shit out of it at bottom of boards and kill it.
Jesus.
Like
Yeah, the only fishing I've ever done is fishing where you throw them back in. It was like a private pond.
No, we did proper fishing. Deep sea fishing.
There's once I got really pissed off. Like, I went fishing with my dad because I enjoyed fishing to an extent. It was sitting there in the quiet, nice day. I'd like a flask of tea and some sandwiches and whatever. And there was once I got really pissed off because I've been waiting for ages and nothing had bitten.
Yeah.
So I went, oh fuck it, and just went like that, and pulled it back and had caught one. Like in the 2 seconds it had dropped down and just pulled it back, I caught one. There's also once where I did like a side cast and hooked my dad through the mouth.
Ow!
Yeah.
That's not fun.
Less than fun, yeah.
Yeah, that. So it's starting to come together, the relationship that you have with your dad. But yeah, it's no, we took the fish back and gutted them and all that sort of rubbish and
ripped them to pieces.
Yeah, we caught that many that I think it was like the first time they came out. We went fishing a couple of times and just caught that many that we just started giving them out. Like, yeah,
fish.
Do you want a fish? Do you want a dead fish? Caught these fish. Do you want them? Have them.
Have them. Have a fish.
Yeah, but no, the fishing was good fun because you're in like especially where we were in Wales. We tended to play like quite a bit of like cricket and stuff because the kind of the field that we was in, we kind of used the boundaries as because there were like big bushes all the way around the beach. We're like, right, that's the boundaries. And I can just remember my stepdad complaining because he was batting for like an hour and a half and just fucked up his back. my stepdad's like 6'3", 6'4", so just constantly kind of like bent over, just messed up his back.
I remember there was once that we're playing rounders, like when I was a beaver, when we lived in Wantleydale and my mum was like leader there. We were playing rounders, and the hut was on like the very back of the grounds for the primary school I was going to. Yeah, it was really good. So like there was the hut, and then there was the greenhouse, and then there was the school field. And we're playing rounders, and I'm up to bat, and I must have hit the ball fucking perfectly because it just disappeared. It was gone. Yeah. To the point where they were like, "Yeah, no, that ball is dead to us. There's no point. It is dark and it is gone."
I remember coming back from fishing, and I think like some of the friends that came caravanning with us, like some of the lads that I kind of grew up with that were a bit older than me, they kind of came as well. And this lad called Chris, he's like fairly tall. He's like 6'1", 6'2", relatively tall lad. And we're like coming back in, and relatively close to the shore. And he misheard someone saying, "Right, you can get out of the boat now." Fucking like just jumped out and just fucking disappeared. Like we were like pretty much right on the shore, but we were just far enough out that it was like 6 foot deep. Just fucking disappeared. Like the fuck, what's he doing? Fucking bolts back on. His life jacket went off. Just a bit too small for him. Like,
oh jeez.
Oh god. Yeah. Remember once we went out and my stepdad had a life jacket on, but it was my mum's friends. It was like the wife's life jacket, so it was a bit small for him anyway. And they're like, "Oh yeah, they're really good. They're really good at this and that. And if you pull that cord there, it all goes off." Fucking pulled the cord, almost strangled him to fucking death. Like, yeah, maybe you shouldn't wear that one. It's a bit small for you. Fucking purple. For fuck's sake. But yeah, did a lot of caravanning and camping kind of thing. Obviously been to V Festival twice, that's all.
Yeah.
Camping.
No, I've been to a festival. I'd like to. Well, I went to a festival that was indoors at 53 degrees, which I don't really class. It was more just like multiple acts over a day.
Yeah.
But that was really good. I'd want to go to a... Oh no, I do have a music festival, but it was supposed to be in February this year, but obviously that didn't happen. So it's been pushed back to next year. It's in Birmingham, Hammerfest 13.
Okay. I was going to say, we should both go to one, like, go as a group of friends, then realise that we've pretty much got completely different likes in music.
I don't know.
There's some overlap.
Some overlap. I think you probably wouldn't go to Download, I'd imagine.
I've heard of Download, I don't really know what acts go to Download.
I think Slipknot's been... It's rock and the heavier stuff, I'm like fairly sure, but...
Yeah, that's not really for me.
No.
Not a big Slipknot fan.
Neither am I. I don't like Slipknot. They're just not for me.
Like, remember my old housemate Chris?
Yeah.
He kind of got me into Rage Against the Machine. But
Yeah,
even then, there were like only one or two songs that I ever really liked.
Mm.
And then obviously just like Audio Slave, quite like their first album. I really like that. And is it Silverchair, Frog Stamp? I always get the album and the artist confused.
Yeah.
I don't mind some of their stuff, but that's about as far as I can go with like the more heavy metal side of stuff.
Mm. Quite like power metal's different. Like it's power metal's more upbeat.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say happy, but it's
happier.
Yeah, and there's although there might be screaming, there's less it's intelligible. You can tell what they're singing. Yeah. Like Powerwolf is I really like Powerwolf. Powerwolf's dumb.
Yeah. So yeah, I think I'd like to go back to V Festival again, because even though it's a lot of the acts there are not necessarily acts that I would buy a ticket to go and watch by themselves.
Yeah.
There are a lot of well-known acts that you go, I actually quite know. I know quite a few of their songs, and they might be like half deep. Like for example, Tom Jones. I'd never go and see a Tom Jones concert. It just wouldn't even occur to me.
Yeah.
He was at V Festival last time I went. Absolutely brilliant.
Dolly Parton, you hate her.
Needs to just retire forever.
No, she's good. You just didn't like it.
No. Yeah. Just no.
You just didn't like it.
She just annoys me. Fucking whispering into a mic. Fucking sort yourself out. Condescending bitch. But yeah.
Leave her alone.
But what cracks me up is, like the last time I went to V Festival, Madness were there. And I think like the ticket for V Festival, I think it were about £250.
Yeah.
For the full weekend, and you get your camping spot and everything like that. Yeah. And I went to watch Madness, but what were funny is that I think it was like the week after, my mum and stepdad bought tickets to go and watch Madness, and there was £100 each. I'm like, you've literally paid £200 for both of you to go and watch Madness, which is one act, where I've just got a ticket for V Festival for £250 and seen about 20 acts over 2 days. But yeah, there were a lot of very good artists that I wouldn't normally go and see. Lily Allen were one, she were very good. Polo Nutini were another one.
Yeah.
So there's like a lot of acts that you wouldn't normally go and see, but because they're there, you go and watch
there.
them.
Yeah. Interesting.
So yeah, we'll have to have a look into it and maybe go to like a slightly more mainstream festival.
Yeah. So what are the other big ones? There's V Festival, there's Glastonbury, which is I'd say Glastonbury is the festival in the UK. Like,
yeah, you're gonna really, really struggle to get a ticket to Glastonbury. There's I don't know, 250,000 tickets. There's like 2 million people that apply for them each year. You're really gonna struggle to get tickets. Glastonbury, Download I've heard of. I don't know. I can't think of any others off the top of my head. Dolly Parton is not a fucking saint.
Yeah, she is. She paid for one of the vaccines. She paid for the good vaccine, not the bad one.
Yeah, well, as long as she's not touring, I don't give a fuck.
She isn't right now because she's a saint and she's staying at home.
Good. Stay there for the rest of her fucking life.
Leave her be.
I imagine that she's a very nice person with some very good songs. I just don't want to be fucking whispered at. It's not much to ask for.
Maybe she just didn't want to hurt everybody's ears.
She could have just spoke normally.
I don't know.
Considering she was singing.
Maybe she had a sore throat and she was saving all her voice for singing.
No, because she did it at Glastonbury and we're like, what the fuck is she doing? Why is she whispering singy-songy at people? That's fucking annoying. And then my stepdad, my mum, and like the couple that they're best friends with went to see her. And they're like, yeah, she fucking kept whispering at us. It was weird. We don't like it. I like, how annoying can it be? And what is the thing at Glastonbury? I'm like, why is she doing that? That's fucking stupid. But yeah, we'll have to go to a festival at some point. Rock Press has started charging for tickets, hasn't it?
Yeah, he said.
It's like 10 quid.
It's not that much though, is it?
No, I don't mind.
No, there's a few acts, it's worth it.
Yeah. I was looking at it and I'm probably... I will go, but I'll probably just go on the Sunday.
Yeah.
Because the Saturdays are like fucking Slipknot and stuff. Like, I don't want to see the actual Slipknot.
When is that? Is the one happening this year or is it next year?
No, they said that they're going ahead this year.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's usually in about July time.
Honestly, I might as well go. I'll hear it anyway.
Yeah.
So I might as well get the actual experience of going there. And have the added benefit of being able to come home to piss.
Yeah, I suppose. But yeah, we'll do that this year. But I'm only going on the Sunday because there's a few acts that I want to see.
Yeah.
Including a Kings of Leon one.
Yes, he said Kings of Leon one. Happy about that.
That was the first proper gig that I went to, but I told you about that last time.
Yeah.
But you weren't recording, so they don't know about it.
Yeah, we do know.
Well, yeah, only because I had to really quickly recap it because you forgot to start recording.
Yeah, we're good.
For fuck's sake, I was just about to say, do not fucking tell me that you've not recorded this.
Not recorded an hour of footage.
Right, yeah, we're just not doing one this week. We'll fucking live streaming for this week. Yeah. I really don't care that Dolly Parton runs a charity and donates books to kids. I just don't care.
Could be bad books.
Lots of people do lots of charity work.
What do you get your mum for Mother's Day?
We got some stuff for a caravan. So it's like these
non-slip plates.
These like gin type glass things. I don't know. My brother organised it all, and I was just like,
"You just give us 20 quid."
Pretty much, yeah. He just went. I bought Dad his birthday present. I've got Mum something for Mother's Day. We'll just chip in 25 quid each. Yeah, there's the 25 quid.
Sorted.
Yeah, so I think he bought some gin and some like gin glass type things for the caravan. And other bits and bats for the caravan, because I think my mum, because we used to store the caravans like round the corner from where we lived.
Yeah.
And say for example it was, I don't know, £500 for the year, for example. Instead of doing that, I think she's actually got it on a proper site over near. I think she said Southport Way.
Oh, okay.
Southport, St Anne's kind of area.
Yeah.
And instead of paying to store it round the corner, she's paying similar to just have it on this site for the year. So I don't care if she's so good. I don't care. She annoys me. Like Bruce Forsyth, he always fucking annoyed me.
Yeah, I didn't like Bruce Forsyth. Like, he was still in the public eye because he's been in the public eye for 60 odd years. I didn't care. Like, he was in nothing that I cared about.
Yeah.
He was the host of fucking
Strictly Come Shove It Up Your Ass. And he was still telling the same jokes that he were 60 years ago.
Nice to see you.
But it's not nice to see him. Might be nice to see me, but it ain't nice to see him. Bastard.
Oh, shut up.
There's I don't know why. I just don't like these people. It stresses me out. Just go, you're fucking annoying. I'd love to punch you.
I lump him in with the Royals. He just seems to fit in.
Yeah, I just don't care about the Royals. Philip's one of the boys. Lads.
Philip's on his way out. Have you seen that picture of him?
Yeah.
It's like he died and nobody told him.
He just looks like a waxworks vision, thing of himself. It's ridiculous.
He's not looking good, is he?
He's not. But oh god, yeah. Because like I said, I watched The Crown. I'm like, lads.
Jesus.
It's like that one lad that you have in your group of lad mates that you go, it's a bit of a dickhead, but he's entertaining.
You know that I have never had a group of lad mates.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm telling you.
Fucking idiot.
Like we have a Philip in my friend group of male friends, and it's Eddie.
What was he on? He posted something on Facebook yesterday where
I don't know.
He was just harping on about people not knowing stuff about mental issues, thinking, what the fuck was it? It was ridiculous.
For fuck's sake.
I'll find him. It's time for the Eddie segment.
I love it that just people are just putting in the comment section now. Lads.
When someone thinks they're a warrior but clueless with mental health and holds a torch to being the king of stigma, I honestly dread the thought of work on Monday, another Monday of surrounded by cluelessness. What does that mean? Translate for me.
I think he's fallen out with Callum, and Callum's like, you're a fucking dickhead. Blah blah blah. He's like just fucking harping on about being surrounded by people that are clueless while being clueless himself.
Cluelessness.
Yeah, he's just that one. In a group of lads, you always have that one dickhead that you just go. It's almost like having a grenade. You just go, fucking chuck him into that situation there. See what he does. It's entertaining.
The kind of fella where you're like, I don't know why we keep you around, and then just once a fortnight he's comes out with someone, you're like, yeah, fine. Give you another 2-week pass.
Yeah. He occasionally does something that's funny. Like Freddy. Freddy is a prime example of that. I'm like, why do we keep Freddy around? And then he gives a 20-minute speech about how we're going to survive coronavirus because the dinosaurs survived. And you go, this guy's off his fucking rocker, let's keep him around for another 2 weeks because he's off his rocker and he's entertaining to watch.
Jesus.
Yeah. I honestly wish I had a transcript of the speech that he gave. This was at the start of lockdown.
Yep.
He's like, we don't need to worry about the coronavirus. We're gonna survive. You know, we survived the Spanish flu, and you know, this has happened, and we've done this, and that's happened. We're gonna be all right, because you know the dinosaurs survived when the asteroids hit. So don't worry about it. We'll survive it. And we're all like kind of looking at each other, going, "Is he for fucking real? Does he not realise that the dinosaurs famously didn't fucking survive?"
You know, dinosaurs still knocking about, didn't you know? Got some in Chester too.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot that I walked past that fucking, 30-foot fucking T-Rex on my way around here today. Oh. I suppose some of the dinosaurs kind of survived.
Oh yeah, because chickens and that.
Alligators.
Alligators, yeah.
Yeah, they've been
haven't
around
evolved in fucking millennia.
Yeah. Apparently you're the biggest lad. You're just...
I am.
The party lad.
Lad.
Leader of the lad. Lads. Absolute pussy patrol over here. Oh.
Terrible.
But yeah, every group of lads have like a J in there that just chats shit constantly. Eddie and Freddie are RJ.
I think your lad group is made up of people like that. They're all fucked a bit, aren't they?
Yeah, a little bit.
Nathan won't eat a real garlic bread.
I just seem to somehow magically surround myself with fucking morons.
Yep. Callum Davis, his son booted his TV off his wardrobe and then just bought him a new one.
His missus once chucked an iron at his head.
Yep.
So many stories about Callum.
Eddie's Eddie, the living big one.
Yeah.
Freddie's Freddie.
Freddie is... Imagine Gino DiCampo.
Yep.
That's pretty much Freddie.
Yeah. Gino DiCampo with less hair.
Yeah.
And an old phone.
And
Right, lads. I'm buying a new phone. Don't want to spend anything over 150 quid.
Oh, God, that would be brilliant. Lads.
Oh, fuck.
Lads, thinking about getting anyone selling a phone here? And Oz went, yeah, I've got an iPhone 8 if you want to buy that off me. He's like, I'll give you 50 quid. And he just looked at him and went, no! He's like, what do you mean? I went, it's worth at least 250 quid. Oh no, too much for me.
Too much.
Just walked away. What put more than 50p on a fucking bet?
Fucking Friday, we sell a pizza to this woman. She comes, she picks them up. She goes, oh, thank you so much. I'm really hungry. So we give her like 3 pizzas, hand them over. She pulls out an Asda bag, gets the pizzas and goes, ta-ra.
I hate people.
Fucking sideways pizza time. Like I've told my bosses, get that off of the CCTV. I need to see it again. I need to see this woman fucking whacking a pizza sideways.
I actually hate people. I hate people so much. I went through a period where I was just like, yeah, it should just be legal that everyone has to vote. And that I've gone the complete opposite way now because
you've got to do a test before you're allowed.
Yeah. You've got to have like a certain IQ to fucking, be able to have an opinion.
See, for me, it's always been you can have opinion on anything. That doesn't mean you can have an input.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, for example, in Australia, it's like a legal requirement that you
have to vote.
You have to vote. I always say, when my dad got married last time, we went over to Croatia for like a big celebration type thing after the wedding. One of my stepsister's friends came out because like her mum and dad were really close to my stepmom and that kind of stuff. But her fellow was an Australian bloke, and we kind of just got chatting about it. We're like, oh yeah, it's like a legal requirement that everybody has to vote.
Yep.
I'm like, oh, that's a good idea. He's like, it's a fucking terrible idea. I'm like, what do you mean? He said, well, that means that legally all the fucking idiots vote. And because they don't fucking educate themselves properly, because they're fucking idiots, they just go, oh yeah, we'll just vote right wing because we're fucking idiots and we don't educate ourselves on it. I don't have an issue with voting right wing. Just fucking educate yourself on what you're, voting for.
Saw a post online that was all like democracy should be done similar to how the Masked Singer works. You never get to see who you're voting for. You are voting on policies and things they want to put in place.
Yeah.
That's it. They're revealed when they're voted in. Full stop, that's it. Done.
Yeah, not necessarily a bad idea.
No.
I mean, in a concept that would work, but I feel like you kind of have to know who you're voting in because you have to know if they're, an absolute fucking shitbag of a person.
Yeah.
How we've got that fucking bumbling buffoon in charge, I have no idea.
A series of terrible events.
Yeah. There's loads of like memes online of just like the stupid stuff that he's done. Like, for example, when he was the mayor of London, we had the London Olympics and he's like fucking paragliding in and shit.
Yep.
It's like, how is this?
The man does not know how many children he has.
Bit like Philip then.
Oh, royals again. Yeah. Lads.
Lads. Yeah, the guy's an absolute shitbag. Didn't it, was it last year, the year before, just leave his pregnant wife for someone else?
Probably, I don't know.
Yeah, I can't really remember, but I'm fairly certain he divorced his heavily pregnant wife because he was in love with another woman. And this man's in charge.
Yep.
Shitbag. All fun and games.
All fun and games.
But
Excuse you.
What?
Excuse you.
Alright, I thought you said just like you. I was like, fuck me.
No, you're not that much of a shitbag. You're alright.
Just a bit of a dickhead.
Yeah,
bit
just
of
a wee bit. Just a little bit.
Just cunty. Bit of a cunty.
Yeah.
Cunty not about me.
It's fine.
Fine. But yeah, definitely we should, try and go to the festival or something adjacent and camping and stuff.
I'll have to have a look at what's on in the coming year.
Yeah.
What's your plan for next week? Anything up? Anything happening?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Same as last week, same as the week before, same as the fucking weeks and months before that. Sit in my room, make no noise, pretend I don't exist.
Try not to be perceived.
Yeah. It's got literally that bad that I went in the kitchen the other day and one of my housemates went, "Fucking hell, you still alive?" I went, "Oh, yeah, funny." She's like, "No, I literally haven't seen you in about 3 weeks." Like, what do you mean you haven't seen me in about 3 weeks? I'm like, "I live with you." I'm like, "Yeah, I've literally not seen you in like 3 weeks. Have you been living here for the last 3 weeks?" I'm like, "Yes."
I'm just very quiet and, considerate.
I just come in and go straight to my room. And considering my bedrooms, from my bedroom to the bathroom, door to door, is 2 yards.
You need to get yourself a microwave and a fridge so you don't have to go in the kitchen.
I've got nowhere to fucking put it. That's the issue. I've got nowhere in my room to put these things.
You got a bracket put in the wall. That's like wall-mounted fridge.
Knowing my look, I'd put it on the... As you go into my room, that wall on the right, knowing my look, I would literally put it on that wall and it would rip the fucking wall down. And that room that's on the other side of that wall would be the fucking child that lives next door. The baby.
I was woken up this morning at 8:30 to a child singing Into the Unknown from Frozen 2. And then Becca woke me up and led with me for a little bit. And she was singing just more songs from Frozen. It was lovely.
How did you not poke her fucking eyes out? That'd be my first instinct.
The child next door on the other side of the wall that I have never observed?
No, Becca.
Why?
Why are you singing Frozen? Fuck off.
No, the child was singing Frozen.
Oh, so you just both laid there listening to a child sing Frozen? It was cute. I thought you meant Becca then started singing Frozen.
No.
Fair enough.
Used to be, when we first moved in, the kid on the other side was learning guitar, and he got very good. He was very good at guitar.
Yeah.
He definitely improved, and he would start at about 10 in the morning, and he'd finish at about midday. He hasn't played in months. I'm very disappointed.
Just knock on.
Yeah, knock on, say oi.
Aye, start playing your guitar and miss it.
Yeah, it was just something. Like, it was something to wake up to at about 11. Like, I'd wake up to it and go, yeah, that's nice. Maybe I'll get up.
Yeah.
Like, maybe I'll actually get up. Yeah. Rather than just go back to sleep.
It's gotten to the point now, because like the couple that live next door with the child, occasionally you'll like be walking up the stairs and I think the walls between our house and their house are rather thin.
Yeah.
To the point where you can literally hear word for word what they're arguing about. So it's kind of gotten to the point where it's like the inside joke is, what's he done wrong this time?
My old housemate, he was like, yeah, the new neighbours that moved in, they're not the best. And I'm fairly sure they're smoking crack now. Because he walks like in the ginnel to get the bins out, and he's like, yeah, I can just smell like burning plastic at most times of day, so we'll see how that goes. Fun times.
Fun times, yeah. No, I'm not looking at my phone to be rude, I'm just looking at the comments to see what they're saying. Right.
Yeah.
What if next door don't have a child?
Yeah, it's possible. It could be a ghost child that lives in the boiler.
I've seen the child, they definitely have a child. Whether it's their child...
I think they're talking about my next door neighbour, because I've never seen this kid. I've only seen the dog that they have that barks at the mailman, and the woman who pops out, who sometimes takes packages for us. Oh, I ordered some boots. I've been saying for that past few weeks I've been looking at boots. Finally bought some. Finally ordered them.
Oh, good.
Order them. They're very nice. I'll show you. They're quite bonny. You might like them. I don't know how. You're not really a boot man, are you? You have proper like shoes for work, but they're shoes, I imagine.
I did have a pair of boots. I've got some boots, but not many. Yeah. The boots that I have, I've been given.
Yes. I've got two. I've got a brown pair and a black pair over there. Both fairly simple. They have zips as well. I like a boot with a zip. I like easy access to footwear.
The boots that I have are nothing like the boots that you have.
No? Do you have Chelsea boots?
I have some Harley Hansen boots that are like almost like fucking Bob the Builder type.
Oh, boots. I don't know what you mean.
And I have some like suede boots that I sometimes wear nights out, but I don't wear them very often.
There we go.
Yeah, you won't catch me getting a pair.
No, I quite like them. I like them quite a lot. And because I ordered them from New Rocks. New Rocks are a Spanish company that have been in business since, I think, 1912 or 1929. They've been in business a good long while. But whenever they bring out a new range of shoes, they'll make a shitload and sell them. And then anything you order after that is almost like custom made. They make it to order, so it's like a 45-day wait for them to make the shoes and then ship them out. But these ones were in stock. I got the last pair in my size. And I actually had to measure because whenever I go to get shoes, like, as you grow up, you just kind of grow gradually, and you're like, oh yeah, I'll try a shoe on. Yeah, it fits alright, I'll wear that one.
So you kind of go, right, I'm a size 9.
Yeah, but then I was like, actually, whenever I go to a shop, I always go, oh yeah, I'm an 8 or a 9. Sometimes I'm a 10. I'll try on some shoes, and then I don't pay attention to the ones that I buy, because I'm like, oh yeah, these ones fit. And and I put the other 2 lots back, and then I buy the shoes, and then I've bought the shoes.
Yeah.
I've never paid attention to the shoes that I've bought and what size they are. Because Becca has some new rocks over there that her mum got her for her birthday that fit me perfectly, but we didn't know what size they were. And her mum's convinced they were a 41, and a 41 is a 7. I'm certain they aren't a 7, because I know I'm not a 7. I'm an 8, 9, or 10. Like, give or take, whatever.
Yeah, like these trainers that I've got on are a 9.
Yeah.
I'm usually 10, bit too long.
Yeah.
8, a little bit too short. So
For
I usually
me,
go like for a 9.
For me, I find lengthwise on my foot, I'm an 8. Like those boots there, both sets of boots. Because I was looking at them and I was like, I'm spending 178 euros on these.
Yeah.
Which works out like about 160 quid or something.
Yeah.
I want to make sure they fit. So like I looked at Becca's new rocks, but the labels rubbed off, so I don't know what size they are. Becca's mum's convinced they're a 41. I don't think they are. So I checked my, because when I bought my trainers, I buy really padded trainers.
Yeah.
And I think I got an 8 when I first bought them, and they were really snug. But then they stretched out and they fit perfectly fine by the time that I'd worn them in.
Yeah.
So I thought, this time I'll just get a 9. And they're a little roomy, but they're comfy because they're really padded. They just sit on the foot well.
Yeah.
But both of those sets of boots I've got there are a size 8, which is a 42.
Yeah. Like these pair of trainers and the black ones, you know, the black Nike ones that I have with the
I don't look
with the
at
brown
people's shoes.
soles. I tend to get a 9 and just not really lace them up. Or I know that you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my issue is that like lengthwise, my feet are an 8.
Yeah.
Width-wise, I've got quite wide feet, so that tends to be why I have to go up 1, because they'll just be too snug on the sides. Like those boots, I'm probably a little wide for. Just my feet are quite broad. Same as my hands. My hands are like
relatively broad.
Really wide, like normal sized fingers, but the palms just big. Same with my feet; they're just wide.
Yeah.
So I tend to have to go up a size, but that means I've got a gap at the heel and the toe, which means I wear through shoes like quite quickly. Those boots I've got there, the black ones, I've had for almost a year and a half now, and that's the longest a pair of shoes has lasted me in years. And that's because I got those from Next.
Yeah. No, I got given a lot of trainers like a few years ago. I've only just started kind of really running out of trainers to wear.
Yeah.
But there are one of the very few things that I will try and spend at least like quite a bit of money on.
I'm kind of the other way around. I'm getting there. I am getting there with clothes and stuff where I'm like, yes, certain things like shoes I've always been willing to spend more money on, but I haven't had the money to do it.
Yeah.
So I've always had cheap out. Like trainers, I only kind of wear them every now and again now. Most of the time I'll put a set of boots on, depending on what I'm wearing. I've got the black boots if I'm wearing black jeans. I've got the brown ones if I'm wearing blue jeans. I've got the ones that are coming that are black as well, so they'll just be mixed into the cycle. But because I now have a wider selection of shoes to wear, I don't... Usually, like the trainers I've got, I wore them quite a lot for work.
The DC ones?
Yeah, the DC... Airwalks, those ones.
Oh, the Airwalks.
Yeah. If I wear those every day, they'll be done in 3 months. They are 25 quid trainers. They'll be done in 3 months.
Yeah.
But because I've got more shoes now, I can buy those again and they'll last me a year because I'm not wearing them every day anymore. I'll wear the boots one day, I'll wear those. If I can't be arsed, I'll mix them into the cycle. Whereas it used to be, I had my work shoes and my trainers and that was it, full stop, that's all I had.
Yeah.
But I've got enough of a selection that I can mix it up and not just burn through footwear like I used to.
Yeah, I'm not too bad. Like I've had these 2 or 3 months and they still look brand new. I've got the other black trainers that I've had. I think I got them like a month or two before we started doing the podcast. So like September-ish.
Yeah, I was going to say August, September-ish, around there.
Yeah. I remember getting them around that time because we used to meet up at Moore Park and just go for a walk and a chat.
Yep.
And yeah, they're kind of getting to the point where they're starting to look a little bit tatty now.
Yeah, and the only reason I ever notice my footwear, my shoes have fucked up, because I'll get wet feet.
Yeah.
Because it'll rain, and I'll think, oh yeah, I'll just go for a wander, and all of a sudden one of my feet will be wet. And it's not like my shoes, it's either if the sole doesn't go, because the sole normally goes on like that bit of my foot.
Yeah.
That bit. Or the back of it will go. Like I'll wear through the back, so like where your heel rests, that's where it'll go.
Yeah, I'm fairly similar, to be fair. The only thing that I need to do with them black trainers, I need to get some like black stuff to kind of, because it's starting to look a bit grey.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You can get the polish that.
Yeah, like the black polish.
The felt, like where it's like a sponge and you squeeze it, and it's almost like a thingy thing.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Bingo pen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you mean. But I also need to get some white ones for these, because I wear them with these jeans.
Do they get blue rubbed on them?
They get blue rubbed on them.
Yeah.
So like on the inside of the soles, you can't really see them when I've got my jeans on like this. You might be able to see it with some of the laces at the top.
At work, because I haven't been able to take any of my holidays the entire time I've worked there, I'm getting paid out on holidays.
Yeah.
So I was supposed to get paid them all out on Monday, but bosses were like, yeah, accountant said we can't afford it, so we're just going to pay you like the amount of holidays we can every week until you paid off for your holidays, because we can't pay everybody a lump sum of holidays because it's going to be like a few grand and they just don't have it.
Yeah.
And I was like, alright, yep, that's perfectly fine, but I might, because I ordered a load of clothes from Romwe and Shein and that.
Yeah.
And it is properly revamped my wardrobe, because I've got stuff to mix in with other stuff now, and I'm quite happy. But I might get myself some new jeans, because like I put on some jeans the other day that I've been wearing for ages and didn't notice there was a hole in the crotch.
Yeah, I get them the same place every time.
So I threw those away. The only other jeans I bought in recent memory were some from Primark. They've got like the ribbed knees, like almost a biker jean style, but they have a really fucking scratchy pad on the inside that's really stiff, and it really fucking irritates my knees. Just walking, it's going scratching my knee, and I'm like, I don't want to wear them.
Yeah.
But I know the more I wear them, the more they'll be fine.
Yeah.
But they're so irritating, and also like the jeans I got from Romwe, which is a super cheap website. I think those jeans are like £12.
Yeah.
They are relatively high-waisted, which I quite like. I used to like jeans that like sit low on my hips. Now, I'd much rather have like a high-waisted, like almost covering my belly button style jeans.
Yeah.
Because they're just comfy, and I can tuck a shirt in.
Yeah.
And I'll feel fine. And they're not skinny jeans, they're baggy.
Yeah, similar to these. These aren't.
Yeah, but no, they're no stretch.
No stretch.
No stretch.
These are fairly
they
baggy,
are baggy
and fairly stretchy as well.
I really like the jeans I got from them, so I will just get similar. They're the ones that have the hole in with the checkers on the inside.
Yeah.
So I just order I'll get some plain black jeans. Yeah. Maybe because I like a dark blue as well. I've got a few dark blues, but they're all fairly tight, and they're from Primark, so they're really short. Like not short leg wise, just short like crotch wise, I guess.
Yeah.
Because from crotch to button, there's nothing. Whereas the ones I got from Shein or whatever, there's quite a height, which I like. Okay. Also, if I wear braces with it, it's convenient, because as much as I enjoy wearing a belt around like your belly button can get annoying, but braces, it's fine. I
need to get a belt. I need to get a belt for these. These are constantly falling down.
Yeah.
But it just means sitting down, I'm constantly uncomfortable.
There are the weird ones that I've seen advertised that like it's just an elastic thing with like two popper buttons that you wrap round your front two belt loops, so it kind of hinges everything around the back together, tightens it up.
Okay.
So it might be worth like getting one of those, because then you've no belt buckle in the way, or just get a different kind of belt as opposed to a leather one. Get a because I've got a check fabric one that has like the clicker thing. Like, almost like a seatbelt, but like the cheap ones on roller coasters.
Yeah.
Where it's like the pegs that click in and.
Yeah, I have to find. The struggle for me is I'll struggle finding a belt that I like the look of that is also comfortable.
Yeah, because I imagine it's not the belt, it's the buckle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's worth having a look though.
Yeah. I'll have a look at like Amazon or something like that.
Yeah. It's not long until shops can reopen though, so because I think that's in April, like clothes shops and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'll nip out because I want to go to I want to get some trainers, but I know that Sports Direct sell the ones that I already have, so I can get those for like £20.
Yeah.
Or I go to TK Maxx and just pick out some nice ones if they happen to have some nice ones in.
Yeah.
I like TK Maxx because it is a case of, hey, these would normally be like £70, but they're 20. Yeah, fuck it, I'll buy them. They're nice enough. But I would never buy them at £70. The only trainers that I might do is some proper Vans that are similar to ones that I've got because I know they'd last longer.
I don't think I've ever owned a pair of Vans.
I've got some the slip-on ones that I've got. They were from TK Maxx. They were £20. They should have been like 60, but TK Maxx, great.
TK Maxx. I don't think I've ever really shopped in TK Maxx.
Oh, it's great. TK Maxx is fantastic.
I think the only time I went into TK Maxx is TK Maxx the one in the St George's shopping centre where you go downstairs.
Yeah,
next to fucking Argos and shit. I think I went in there like once the other year.
Yeah, no, honestly, when stuff's open again, we'll go to the TK Maxx because it's great.
Yeah,
TK Maxx has quite a good selection of shoes. They generally won't have stuff in multiple sizes because it's literally just what they've got in. It's all separated by size, and what's out is what they've got. Yeah. But they generally have quite a good sale section for shirts and stuff.
Yeah, I've got my my whiskey glass on there. Because what we tend to do at Christmas, especially for like our grandparents and that, is we get like almost like a basket, and we all just chip in with, you know, chocolate and bits and bats of stuff. So, like for me, Nana got her like chocolates and sweets and stuff because she's got a bit of a sweet tooth, and for my grandpa, I got him like it was like a whiskey glass, but it's like smoked black.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
And I got myself one as well.
Nice.
Because I didn't really have like anything at home to kind of drink, like Captain Morgan's.
Yeah, yeah.
Just had like the normal glasses and they're all a bit crap. Yeah. So I got myself one as well. Not that I drink lots and lots of Captain Morgan's or anything.
Shifty eyes.
Shifty eyes.
I really need to piss, so shall we call it there?
Yeah, why not? Fuck it.
Yeah.
See you in a bit.
Aye.
Bye.
See you next week.
See you next